So here, avoid sex with unknown partners or multiple partners. One husband, one wife, one husband is the best policy. With unknown partners, the sexual intercourse takes place. They don't know, maybe the people are suffering with STIs. So there is a chance for infection. And multiple partners should not avoid. 1:1 ratio only required. What is the ratio? 1:1. One female and male. Right? Not male and male, not female and male. Right? Not female and female, not male and male. Okay. Next one. Always try to use condom during coitus. Always try to use condom during coitus with whom? With unknown or multiple partners. The people are not listen. So there is a emergency situation, compulsory sexual intercourse. At that time, with unknown partners or multiple partners, try to use condoms during coitus. Compulsory usage of condom is required. Otherwise, there is compulsory. The people are inviting STIs in their body. Without usage of condoms during coitus. In case of doubt, one should go to a qualified doctor for early detection and get a complete treatment if diagnosed with infection. So these two not happened. First step not happened, second step not happened. First rule, second rule. So unprotected sex happened in emergency condition. With whom? With unknown or multiple partners. Then in case of doubt, immediately they should consult the doctor. One should go to a qualified doctor for early detection and get a complete treatment. So whenever early detection is there, there is a treatment, proper treatment. Earlier we discussed it. Early detected, then only there is proper treatment is there. If diagnosed with infection. So there is a 3 preventive methods for STIs. For the maintenance of reproductive healthy society, avoid sex with unknown partners or multiple partners. Always try to use condoms during coitus. In case doubt, one should go to a qualified doctors for early detection and get a complete treatment if diagnosed with infections. Right? So these are preventive methods. So once again I am revising. So STIs, sexually transmitted infections. Infections or diseases which are transmitted through sexual intercourse are collectively called sexually transmitted infections. Infections or diseases which are transmitted through what? Through sexual intercourse from female to male and male to female are collectively called STIs, or also called as venereal diseases. VD, venereal means that is related to reproductive organs through sex. VD or reproductive tract infections, RTI, reproductive tract infections. Next one, what are the examples? There is some of the common STIs: gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, chlamydiasis, genital warts, trichomoniasis, hepatitis B and HIV/AIDS. What is the most dangerous? HIV/AIDS, death inevitable in that. So like hepatitis B and HIV can also be transmitted by sharing of injection needles and surgical instruments and transfusion of blood and the infected mother to the fetus. Not only by the sexual contacts, like HIV and hepatitis B transmits from one person to another person by the usage of injection needles, surgical instruments, transfusion of blood and infected mother to fetus also. In case of mother is suffering with STIs, it should be transmits to fetus, newborn baby. And hepatitis B, genital herpes and HIV are infections are incurable. These three are incurable. Hepatitis B, genital herpes and HIV infections are incurable, and remaining also completely curable when in case of if detected early and treated properly. Proper treatment and early detection is required. Early symptoms of most of these are minor and include itching, fluid discharge, slight pain, swellings in the genital region. In the genital region, there is itching, fluid discharge and slight pain and swelling takes place. That is the early symptoms. Infected females may often be asymptomatic and hence may remain undetected for long. The infected females may often be asymptomatic without symptoms, and whenever without symptoms, the symptoms are there, then obviously there is no symptoms, there is no detection. And absence or less significant symptoms in the early stages of infections and the social stigma attached to the STDs deter the infected persons for going for timely detection and proper treatment. And this could lead to complications later, which include pelvic inflammatory diseases, PID, abortions, stillbirth, ectopic pregnancy, infertility, or even cancer of reproductive tract also. Not only STIs or STDs symptoms, there is some of the complications are also occurs. PID, pelvic inflammatory diseases, abortions, stillbirths, ectopic pregnancy, infertility, or even cancer of reproductive tract also. STIs are a major threat to a healthy society. Obviously, reproductive healthy society is not maintained. It's a major threat. Means defect, threat. Prevention or early detection and cure of this disease are given prime consideration under the reproductive health care programs. So, prevention and early detection and cure of this disease given prime consideration under the home RCH, reproductive and child health care program. 15 to 24 years age group persons are mostly affected. So, mostly teenage and young people are mostly affected because of having sexual intercourse with multiple partners. So, there is a chance of spreading of STIs. So, prevention is possible. One could be free of these infections by following simple principles. There is some of the principles, simple prevention methods given. Avoid sex with unknown partners or multiple partners. Avoid. It should not take place. Unknown partners and multiple partners or multiple partners. Always try to use condoms during coitus. Usage of condom is required with unknown and multiple partners. In case of doubt, one should go to qualified doctor for early detection and get complete treatment if diagnosed with infection. In case any doubt is there with minimum symptoms, so that should be proper under the consultation of qualified doctor, and for proper treatment is required. So, these are regarding about STDs, and let us discuss there is different types of STDs with symptoms and causative organisms. So, earlier we discussed regarding about different types of STD names. So, this topic is next topic is not there in NCERT, but you need to discuss, we need to discuss. So, that is also most important, symptoms and causative organisms, right. So, STD, name of the STDs and causative organisms and symptoms and detection techniques. So, STD causative organisms, these two columns are important. Symptoms and detection techniques is not much than important, no need also, right. So, chlamydiasis, the name of the STDs, chlamydiasis. So, causative organism, Chlamydia trichomatis. Causative organism is Chlamydia trichomatis. Next one, gonorrhea. Gonorrhea, STD name is gonorrhea. Name of the STD, gonorrhea, and causative organism, Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Neisseria gonorrhoeae. And trichomoniasis, name of the STD, trichomoniasis, and causative organism, Trichomonas vaginalis. Causative organism, Trichomonas vaginalis. Next one, genital herpes. The STD name, genital herpes, and causative organism, herpes simplex virus, HSV, HSV, herpes simplex virus. Syphilis. Syphilis, name of the STD, and causative organism, Treponema palladium. Treponema palladium, that is causes syphilis. And